Time to go live. It's Monday night, and tonight, last night I introduced myself. My name is Arthur, and I've been a retired Navy Chief Petty Officer. That was quite a few years ago, but I've always enjoyed music, and when I was in the service, I traveled around the world and I bought records, CDs, and cassettes and 45s and you name it. I picked it up, and so then lately I've been getting back into this hobby, and been watching a lot of people on YouTube, my mentors, so to speak, and I've been listening to JT's Record Room, University of Vinyl, Steve Carlson, Dave the Pickup Artist, The Happy Hippie, Noble Records, Chris Profi, just to name a few. PROG hat. He told me just go ahead and just do your video. He said, get started and get going with it. Speaker's Corner, Two from the Trunk, Tony P, Stoner Stash Box, The Old Goat Vinyl. These are my favorites. Norman Maslov, love his take on everything. He's just awesome. His complete knowledge of everything just amazes me. And as I'm going forward with my channel, I'm not going to be looking up on Wikipedia and stuff. I'm just going to shoot from the hip. It's what I know and what I've learned over the years, my experiences, my concerts I've been to. I've been to quite a few, and just my knowledge of everything. And I mostly listen to progressive rock, fusion, and enjoy going to thrift stores. Some of the bands I listen to, Steven Wilson, Porcupine Tree, Genesis, of course, old school Genesis, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Yes, seen them many times, Pink Floyd, Marillion, the old school prog. I love Canterbury prog, National Health, Soft Machine, Caravan, Gong, Camel, Egg, Arzachel. Egg is with Dave Stewart, and then he moved on to National Health and Hatfield in the North, and then ended up with Bruford and played with Bruford, the band Bruford, before he did Earthworks. And I enjoy all those. And then as far as jazz fusion, recently I've been getting into this band here. Her name is Hedvig Molenstead. I believe they're from Norway or Sweden, and they're just incredible. It reminds me of old Canterbury prog, or the old fusion jazz. Actually, the one who turned me on to this was Norman Maslov, and then here's a few records in that same vein of Canterbury. National Health, DSL Coda. National Health, their first album. My favorite of their albums, of Cues and Cures. This would be their second album. And all these are available on Charlie Records. And you can get these for $10, $15 a piece. Here's another band I really like, Caravan. This is a promo copy. For Girls Who Grow Plump in the Night, Caravan. And then they also have In the Land of the Gray and the Pink. Plus, they made a lot of other albums. They're all very good. You could stream them also, or you could order them on Discogs or eBay, or try to find them in your local record stores. They're going to be like hen's teeth. You're not going to find these in normal record stores, or even especially thrift stores. Hatfield in the North, this is their first album. I don't have a copy of Rotters Club. Rotters Club was their second album. I don't have that. Here's another band that I really like. Try to get it there. Group 87. This is more of a 80s band that made a couple of albums in the U.S. and just incredible. The musicianship in here. Peter Menu is in this band, as well as Patrick O'Hearn. And you might notice some of those people, they did a lot of new age music. But this one here with Magnificent Clockworks, Future of the City, Moving Sidewalks. If you can find this CD somewhere in a thrift store for $1 or $2, or you can get it on eBay, it's worth listening. And then they made a second album, and then the group broke up. But the band's called Group 87. And then don't forget about Hedwig Molenstead. Went to the Charlotte record store last week, picked up a few records, and also stopped at the record show and been looking for this one. Didn't see it too good. Bee Gees Odessa. Comes on a felt cover. And I asked the guy, I said, it's pretty dirty, when I picked it up. It was only $5. I picked it up, it's a double album. It's one of their early albums. And the guy said, why don't you use a lint roller? I said, that was a good idea. So I got my wife and I asked her if she had the lint roller, and I cleaned it all up. And it sounds incredible. It sounds really good. That's I want horizontal. It's another one I'm looking for. And I picked this up while I was there. Peter Gabriel So, classic album. Probably his best. Most commercial, anyway. I do enjoy his early albums. This got the hype sticker on it. And it's got the price tag up here for, $6.99? This was in the 80s. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one with a hype sticker. And everybody's talking about hype stickers. But back in the day, we didn't save those things. We just ripped off the thing and threw it in the trash. And then, but anyway, they're cool. I guess they're cool. I'm going to keep it on there. And it's also got the shrink on there. So that's pretty cool. I really like Peter Gabriel a lot. Excuse me. I got this postcard too that I've been keeping for a long time. Not sure where I picked it up along the way somewhere. But it's really cool with him with his plays live. I seen that concert in Connecticut. I seen the show, and there was no seats for the show. We had to stand up for the show. And when he did "Lay Your Hands on Me," he actually just laid down onto the people in the front row, and then we just passed them around. And he had the cordless mic, and then he was just to the left of me. It's kind of like when I seen Yes for their 35th anniversary show with my nephew Peter, was in Tampa, and John Anderson came out into the crowd. He was walking around, and he had a sweater on because they were playing in the Ice Palace where the Tampa Bay Lightning play, and the floor was really cold, but they had a mat down, and I remember wearing shoes. My feet were froze, and John Anderson was on stage with a sweater on. And he walked around with his cordless mic, and he was singing to one of their songs. I forget which one. And then he passed right in front of me. So 2 missed chances there. And then I found this at the thrift store last week sometime. I was thinking of Tony P when I seen it. And you ever see this one, Tony? I never have. It's really cool. It's Linda Ronstadt for Country Lovers. It's on Realistic. And it's real flimsy. Real flimsy. It's definitely I'm not sure how much this thing cost when it first came out. Or if they gave it away. Maybe they gave it away with the turntable or something when they sold a turntable from a record show or a store that sold record players back in the day. Don't know. I've never seen it before. I looked it up and put it in my Discogs, though. And I got one last one here that's really beat up. As you can see, it's falling apart. But it's got a hype sticker on it too. No shrink. Uh, the actual album is. I'm gonna have to put some glue on it or some tape. But the vinyl looks pretty good. It just needs to be cleaned. That's why it's sitting on my table here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up and put it up. Well, I've been going for 10.5 minutes. That's pretty good. I'm enjoying doing my second show. It's been a labor of love for me for many, many years. Making music, recording music, taping music. Back in the day, we used to do cassettes. And so I just want to thank you for all the people that are watching. I'm up to 12 subscribers. So I'm looking to add a few more. And if you like what you see, that there's going to be more. I'm going to talk about some more about fusion jazz. We're going to play some music. I got to hook up my 2 speakers behind me, and we'll play a little music that hopefully won't get me any strikes or anything. Some obscure jazz music, fusion jazz, some possibly some progressive rock, some unknown artists. Maybe play some PFM or some Grobschnitt or Triumvirate. Some of those, some of them German bands or some of those bands from Italy that I really, really like. I like Banco as well. So y'all have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm going thrifting tomorrow, so I'll definitely be showing off what I find tomorrow. So y'all have a good evening, and take care.